Action. We're in, I think. Yeah, we're in. A little bit. Are we jumpy or not jumpy? Everyone's in. What's going on, everyone? Roddy's froze up. God damn it.
Hello.
Roddy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there we go. It was taking a second for you to log in. Ah, Christ. 1 minute now. It changes your picture every time for some reason. There we go. We got everything focused up. Okay, anyway. Random technical bollocks aside, welcome to Kayfabe OrDie, where ordinarily takes place in Ireland in the studio, but now it still takes place out in Ireland in the studio, but with two American dudes on instead of another Irish guy.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday night.
That's America right there.
America.
Is it America? America. Goddamn America.
America.
America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so whole point of, oh, holy moly, why won't you just do the thing that I want you to do? It's fine, I'm just nitpicking now. Anyway, so whole point of this is that myself and Giz on the radio show kind of cover mostly NXT and WWE, and I am a big fan of all of the wrestling. I'm actually, if anyone's watched Raw last night, I'm more of a fucking fan of Ring of Honor and New Japan than ever, but that's a conversation for Friday. But
that's what we call ease.
Yeah, whole point of this was so we can talk about the more indie side of things. Namely, what were we going to talk about first? Also, everyone should say hello, because I literally talked for the first whatever.
Well, we're definitely going to get into some Ring of Honor Final Battle.
You want to do Ring of Honor Final Battle first? That's all good. And then if I just... Oh, watch this. Everything's very fancy. Look, Ring of Honor. Oh, there it is. Ring of Honor Final Battle. I have to say, I am super, super excited. And especially after watching this week's Ring of Honor, I'm even more excited.
Ring of Honor's done an excellent job building for this super card that they've stacked.
Yeah.
The TV show has done an excellent job building the various feuds going forward into Final Battle, and I'm just really impressed with the card and the whole build-up.
Can I say, and I'm actually going to turn my mic down a tiny bit, I think I'm super loud. I have to say that, holy hell, man, I really appreciate the Ring of Honor storyline telling after having to watch so much WWE stuff recently. It's just, this guy's got a problem. This is what the problem is. This guy doesn't want him to solve his problem because he's probably the cause of it, and there's going to be about it and a little bit of this in between, and everything's so nice and concise. You can literally watch one episode of Ring of Honor and know literally everything. Literally everything, and it was absolutely great. This week's Ring of Honor, I have to say, Jeff Cobb and Hangman Page squaring off.
Oh,
it was a match I didn't know I wanted, but by God, do I want it now. Looks so good.
I mean, what do you think about Hangman Page, like, bucking up? Like, I feel like he's trying to put on some weight to try to get to the same size as Jeff Cobb, because, boy, he putting his chin out and looking up at him, and he looks like he's a serious contender for that.
Well, he wasn't looking up at him. He's about a foot taller than Jeff Cobb, like. Let's be honest. Has everyone froze up?
I'm still moving.
Oh, you're still here. Okay.
Yeah.
Roddy keeps freezing up. It's okay. It's the first stream. It happens. Yeah, I don't know what he meant by him looking up to Jeff Cobb, because Hangman's about a foot and a half. Well, he's a foot taller than him. Anyway, for definite.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. That's the side of our discussion.
Yeah. We're having major technical difficulties. Everybody's cameras just went. That's okay.
Blue.
Everyone can still be heard, so that's not an issue, and that is the main thing. Yeah. We'll figure out the voices momentarily. Will I try? Why don't you talk about Final Battle there for a minute? I'll throw up the first card. There's no particular order to the way we're going to go through Final Battle, due to the fact that there's just no particular order. So, okay, number one. What do we got? Which no one can see
Jeff
either.
Cobb. I can't see anything. So I don't know what to do.
It's Jeff Cobb and Hangman Page.
Like I said, I'm a little bit handicapped when it comes to Ring of Honor. So I know Hangman Page obviously because I'm wearing his T-shirt.
Okay, sorry. I see what happened when the video when Roddy dropped off the call. His video size went bigger. That's why it looked like you were going off camera as well, but it actually wasn't. His video screen, it just covered you over. Okay, so we've just lost Roddy. Okay. Sorry, I was just, as I said, we haven't done this before. So I just didn't know what had happened there for a minute. Okay, so Hangman Page, Jeff Cobb.
I know it's for the television championship, so that's all I really know.
It's for the TV championship, which Jeff Cobb won, if memory serves me correctly, on his debut in Ring of Honor. He literally annihilated someone on his debut and won it. Hangman Page, what I really liked about this was, it was Jeff Cobb came down and had a blind over match against, what's his name? The martial artsy dude. I can't remember. It's gone out of my head now. But
it figures when we're discussing Ring of Honor. Our Ring of Honor expert disappears.
His name is.
I know a lot of the guys.
Sorry, Josh Woods, Josh the Goods Woods. There we go. Sorry, it took me a minute. I had another MMA fighter in my head because he used to be an MMA fighter, but it was Jeff Cobb against Josh the Goods Woods, which was actually really good and a really good show for. Do we have Roddy back? We got Roddy.
What happened? My computer just completely crashed.
Oh, it's okay, brother. We pushed on without you, and we are kind of middle of talking about Hangman Page, Josh the Goods Woods. I was also wondering how you thought Hangman was looking up to Jeff Cobb because he's a foot taller than him.
Well, I mean, club hands Cobb had, it could have been like Caveman.
Yeah.
Rush. But Hangman definitely stood his own. And then like when he's all like talking crap to him and he's all like, bring my man out. And then he had a match with Facade and then that was awesome.
I have to say, before we get on to the Facade Hangman match, Josh the Goods Woods, great match, mate. Unbelievable. It was great. It was great seeing Cobb kind of locked down for a bit. You know what I mean?
And Josh has been on Ring of Honor now. I think this is his second or third year because he won the top prospects in 2000 and I want to say 15 or 16.
Third, I think, if memory serves me correctly, because I'm watching him a good bit.
And it seems like he's just now starting to finally get comfortable and is actually putting on some quality matches.
Well, he's found that nice blend of wrestling meets MMA. Where it was before he was very MMA-ish, and I don't think the really hardened wrestling fans in Ring of Honor were kind of getting the whole just full-blown MMA guy, whereas now it's getting really good. But I have to say, like, the technical lockdowns on Jeff Cobb that he had going was really good. It was like genuine wrestling and genuine MMA going on in the ring there for about 5 minutes, like real solid match. It was cool. And then, as you said, then Hangman Page comes down. He's like, "Bring out my guy! You want to see how to beat the crap out of someone? I'll show you how to beat the crap out of someone." Then he did. Facade got one or two little runner moves, but at no stage did he really have the match going, to be honest.
Absolutely. And then, he finishes him off with a modified, like, reverse fade to black. I mean, it's just a savage finishing move.
The reverse fade where he just kicked him in the face?
No, where he like holds them up upside down behind his back and then just drops them on their head.
Oh, it's a dude buster.
Yeah.
Isn't Fade to Black Black Mass is... I had Alistair Black in my head. Sorry, Fade to Black. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. There's just so many wrestling moves. There's so many wrestling moves, and so many of them that are actually the same move, but they've been renamed, and it gets very confusing.
Yeah, see, Frankie Kazarian actually did that move in TNA.
Yeah. Frankie Kazarian, actually speaking of Frankie Kazarian, SCU had a great little tag match. It was a bit sloppy near the end, I just felt.
I think that was partially due to like who they were actually wrestling because it was the CMLL guys.
Yeah, it was a typical SCU match. Do you know what I mean? Kazarian's hitting everybody hard. Scorpio Sky is springy and doing loads of springy shit, and then obviously then the two Lucha guys from CMLL are also doing loads of springy stuff. I liked where they had the double surfboard going, and Kazarian slid in between the two of them to try. Your man had him up on a surfboard, and Kazarian slid in under him and went to pin him while he had your man on the surfboard, and I was like, that's fucking inventive. Hadn't seen that before.
Most definitely, that was slick.
Yeah, it was all slick. Okay, so anyway.
So yeah, the build-up's been excellent for Final Battle. The TV show's on point, hitting on getting the storylines advanced. They've got this YouTube show for ROH now called The Pinnacle, actually, and the second episode just dropped yesterday, and that was all about also advancing the storylines of Final Battle, but it's more from a personal standpoint of the wrestlers, which I really like.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched the second episode earlier today.
I am yet to watch The Pinnacle.
They're good short watches. They're about 12, 13 minutes, so you can knock them out pretty quick. And like Roddy said, the second episode was focusing on a few of the matches for Final Battle. I know they talked a little bit about a couple of matches. Well, we're going to talk about all the matches, but I think the Bully Ray Flip Gordon match was talked about a little bit, and then the Ladder War was talked about a little bit.
The hashtag I hope Flip doesn't die match.
Daniels. Boy, Christopher Daniels has been cutting some ridiculously impassionate promos lately.
Yeah, I think he's retiring.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, he has been in the game for a really long time.
Yeah. Like
and he's not from California.
He just likes California. Sorry. California love.
It's actually from my home state of Michigan.
Good old Kalamazoo.
Yep. up really high from me.
Like in an apartment block? What you mean?
Yeah. He's up, like I'm on the lower part of Michigan. Kalamazoo is higher. It's like up north Michigan.
Oh, Kalamazoo's in... Okay, I have no geographical knowledge of America.
I said he was from my state, and then you were just like...
Yes, but we were also talking about California, and then Roddy jumped in with Kalamazoo, and I was like, oh, that's obviously some sort of thing people call California. I'm aware of where the states are, I just don't know what's in them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That makes...
Yeah.
Let it slide this time.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so after Jeff Cobb and Hangman, which I think that's going to be... I wonder what way that's going to go, actually.
I'll be honest with you, I've never seen Jeff Cobb wrestle. So
you haven't?
Oh my... I mean, he's just a physical...
Do you watch Lucha? Do you ever watch Lucha Underground? No? Okay, because he's Matanza Cueto in Lucha Underground.
Yeah. But he is in the New Japan Tag League tournament right now, so I'll have to...
He just picks people up and kind of just... Pew.
Okay.
Yeah. He's very...
He's very solid, very strong, and he just, literally just picks people up and just... Pew. That's it. He does like a hurricane spinning power slam.
Yeah.
So he kind of like, he has you up as if he's about to do a power slam, but then he like swings you down low, and then he swings you back up, but then he spins up in the air around with you, and then he's.
Well, like I said, I'm a Hangman Page fan, so I'll enjoy the match regardless.
I love Hangman Page, man. It's getting better and better and better and better, and he's getting big now.
Yeah.
He's getting WW. Like there's some like, he was always a big dude, but like the boy's thick.
That's true.
He's tall enough to fit into a Legends bracket. Do you know what I mean? Like he's 6'4" or something, isn't he? Jeff Cobb isn't that tall, actually, if memory serves me correctly.
When I met him in real life at StarCast, he was actually just a little bit taller than myself.
And how tall are you?
About 6 foot.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, normal height. Average, normal. Anyway, Jeff Cobb, what's next? Because it's a roller coaster, because we don't know. I also didn't add in the New Japan pictures. I just thought about that, so this is going to be funny. Anyway. Okay. This is going to be interesting as well. This is going to be really good. This is going to be an absolute wrap-up, technical arm breaker. How bendy is your spine? Is it bendy as my spine? I bet you it isn't. Kind of match. Because they're both like.
I was shaking my head because I just saw the picture pop up on my TV, so I don't hear it talking.
Oh yeah, shit! I should call the names. Sorry, I forgot there's a delay on
it.
Right.
Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham.
Like, it's going to be awesome. They're going to be bendy, and I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, like both of them, their whole gimmick is I like to grab bits of your body and twist them into directions that they're not supposed to go.
Yep.
And they're both very good at it.
Ring of Honor has been spending a lot of time trying to build up Jonathan Gresham. They gave him that title, the Octopus, which has really the fans, and they've been pairing him a lot with Jay Lethal in the episodes and stuff, trying to build him up as like number 2 babyface kind of at this point in time.
But like he was so, I don't see why they need this build up. Like he was always over. Well, like not always as over. Now that people are kind of getting more like with like guys like Pete Dunne, and you have Zack Sabre Jr. and you have a lot of like Marty Scurll and all that stuff. People are kind of getting used to that British joint manipulation style of wrestling now a little more than they did. But I think I don't know why they need to build him up. He was always like a babyface.
Right, and then Zack Sabre Jr. obviously is, I don't think, ever going to be interested in signing a permanent contract with anyone. So it's awesome that they can just bring him in for these, high-profile matches. And Ring of Honor always likes to bring in a surprise name or two for their final battles. So perfect.
Yeah, they've had a working relationship with like New Japan too. So I mean, with him working through New Japan a lot too, the crossover makes sense.
Yeah, and he's like one of the big new. Or sorry, yeah, he's with Suzuki again. Sorry, I had God.
Yeah, and then him and Scroll both signed those 2-year contracts at the same time. So like he'll be at least wrestling for New Japan until the middle of next year.
Nice, that's pretty cool. That's all good in the hood. Who do you think they're going to let have the win? I know we weren't going to do predictions, but this one I'd like to. Maybe.
I definitely think that Sabre Jr. can stand to take the loss. They're going to put Gresham over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking hope so, man. He's great. I really enjoy him. He's like, I think it's just his size.
They're trying to build him up right now, so.
I think it's just his size. It's not so much the need to build him up as a babyface. They need to build him up as a legit threat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People kind of look at him like, oh, he's that guy who kind of jumps in you and bends your arms in different ways, but then most of the time everyone's way bigger than him and they're able to just pick him up and drop him on his head.
I mean, that's true. He is basically the size of Cheeseburger, just more stout.
Except he looks like he's an athlete. Not trying to sound bad, Cheeseburger, but like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying the guy shouldn't wrestle. He totally should wrestle. If bloody what's his face? Oh shit! What's his name? Ellsworth is able to wrestle. Don't see. Cheeseburger's got moves. Cheeseburger's got moves at least.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? All right. Next on the card for final battle, there is. This is also not in any particular order in relation to the way they'll be going on the actual night, because probably not. Women of Honor card.
Yeah, we're booking the show. This is exactly how it's going to go.
Oh, are we? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, ignore what I said.
I sent you a text message.
Sumi Sakai, Madison Rain, Karen Q, and Kelly Klein, all for the Women's Championship. Women of Honor World Championship match.
This is another match I'm going to have to tap out on and let you guys talk, because I don't know. I know Madison Rain, but that's about all I know.
Well, I think this is going to be quite an interesting match. First of all, I'd like to say that they're definitely, I feel like now's the time to take the belt off Sumi Sakai. She's been excellent as the first Women of Honor champion here in the States, and she hasn't done anything of major significance since she's gotten the title that's done anything to help elevate that. And
yeah, I'd agree with you.
They have just made these major signings, like Madison Rain just signed a 2-year deal with Ring of Honor. They've been building Kelly Klein as this monster heel. She almost beat Sumi Sakai in the finals of that Women of Honor tournament. Yeah. And I really feel like Kelly Klein is, going over here.
They also have Emma, or what's her?
Tamil
Dashwood.
Yeah, Tamil Dashwood.
Yeah, she's actually dealing with some
injury.
Yeah, well, it's like a skin condition. It's not really an injury, and they have Karen Q in there as kind of like her replacement, and she's also like a new signing and a prospect for Ring of Honor. I'm not really familiar with her. Karen
Q's a little ball of hard hitting.
Oh wow!
Yeah, she's good. That'll be all good. I do agree with you about Sumi Sakai. Like she's had a good run. She's been a good champ. She's like stepped up to any title defense that's ever been thrown her way. I do agree. It could like the whole point of a belt changing around is so that you're able to keep storylines floating around and stuff like that. And there's no particular storyline there where there's just I'm the champ. I come out and beat people. I'm a bit of an underdog, but ultimately I always win. Do you know what I mean? It's the Daniel Bryan story, except. Do you know what I mean? That'll be a good match though, because Sumi Sakai, Karen Q, Kelly Klein, they're all serious hard hitting ladies. So
and Madison Rain is quite the veteran. She's been in the ring for over a decade now.
She's been in the ring a long time. So next match. Oh, I can't wait for this. Literally cannot wait for this. SCU versus the Briscoes versus the Bucks for the championship.
Ladder War. Man, Ladder War. It's so exciting.
Them boys from where is it again? Them boys from
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. Not them boys from the GC, to be confused with myself and Giz, but them boys from Sandy Hook. Yep. Although I don't think you'd ever confuse us. Not a hope. No.
Now
this is gonna be like this is probably I think gonna be the show sealer right here.
Oh yes.
There's just
absolutely like
especially with the possibility of it being maybe the Bucks last match in Ring of Honor.
There's no maybe.
Yeah.
There's no maybe. There's no maybe unless they stick them on
in Ring of Honor Briscoes. So I mean that's just it's gonna be so.
Believe it or not, since they Kazarian and Scorpio did sign new 2-year deals, I'm gonna say they're probably gonna retain here.
I think so.
And this is gonna be the match that's really gonna solidify them and put them over because I mean the Bucks are gonna sell for them like a motherfucker.
Yeah, well they're all buds, aren't they?
Yep. And the Briscoes are so professional, and you really can't have a bad match with the Briscoes in it.
No, they're absolutely ring veteran and entertainment to the highest.
Look at their faces. I mean, come on.
This is wrestling.
Oh, Mark Briscoe. Oh, wow. I mean, the crazy look on his face, man, when they're finishing up their promos, and he just like goes into the camera and he's all like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love how Colt Cabana keeps referring to him as the man with a face only your mother could love.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this match. This is going to be so, so good. Like,
it's
like,
if anyone,
this is
anyone
the
hasn't seen this,
seventh ladder war.
This is,
I believe, the seventh, and they only do this like every 1 or 2 years. So
this is going to be Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian level 3-way. It's going to be
one step above.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they're allowed to do actual crazy shit.
Speaking about that, I know, wasn't it the last? I don't know if it was ladder war or not, but was it against the Bucks and the Hardys? I don't think that was a ladder war though.
It was a ladder match.
It was a ladder match.
Yeah, the one before the night before the Hardys showed up on WrestleMania. Yeah, no, that was a ladder match. Actually, I think it ended up in. I remember tables and chairs been in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's like my second or third favorite Ring of Honor match of all time. I mean, that match is incredible.
Yeah, it was absolutely good. Yeah, I think SCU could get it. This isn't an official prediction. We'll do official predictions beforehand. But at the moment, the way the storyline is, I
things
feel
could change. We still got one more week to build.
Well, they could. You never know. They could also want to get it back on the Briscoes, and then there could be a great feud between they try and move the SCU not Hardy Boys, the SCU Young Bucks feud, and move it on to SCU and Briscoes maybe. So they get it like when they finally win it back, it's a serious story. Like to put them in a fucking death match or something, whatever madness those guys are willing to do.
Yeah, and I've always been a big fan of having the baby faces have to chase.
Yeah, I like it. It makes for a better story. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It makes for a better story. Okay, next match. Blop. Cody Rhodes versus Jay Lethal.
Oh. Now the history of these guys is ridiculous. Since they got to Ring of Honor.
That was literally in stereo.
May mess my pants. Hold on a second.
Oh, clean up
wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, I can't. That's gonna be Cody trying to get his retribution after losing the title last year at Final Battle.
Do you think?
To Dalton Castle.
I don't think it is.
Really?
I actually don't think it is. I think it's. I think Lethal's going to keep the belt, and he's going to cheat dirty.
Well, no. I wasn't saying.
Break back the House of Truth.
I'm just saying, storyline wise, that's what this is him losing a Final Battle last year.
Yeah.
Now
and then he's lost that every Final Battle appearance Cody has been in, he's lost. He lost his first appearance at Final Battle to Jay Lethal. Then he lost his title defense to Dalton, and now he's about to go in
the title and Jay Lethal.
Yep.
Like, I know storyline-wise, because they're all leaving, it makes sense to give them these big hurrah, right? But, like, if you think about it, they're all leaving to start their own wrestling franchise where half of Ring of Honor and half of WWE all appear to be fucking going, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? I heard there's this enlightened mecca where wrestling is just allowed to just be wholesome, crazy, and entertaining to a level or whatever, and everyone just gets paid and gets covered the way shit's supposed to go down. So why I just don't think they're going to put him over. I just don't think. I think it's going to be retribution for him getting Jay Lethal, where on his first night he beat Jay Lethal, cheated his ass off, but he beat Jay Lethal, and I think Jay Lethal's going to retain the belt and have that moment of clarity where he's like, the only way I'm going to beat this guy is if I cheat my fucking ass off, the same way he did with Skrull.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because we already know now that Jay Lethal doesn't mind doing a little bit of, you know, if that I don't know what this was. This was my indication for bad against the rules stuff.
You lost me. I'm just.
I think Jay Lethal's going to. I think they're going to have a match, and then I'm not going to say is it a good match or a bad match, but they're going to have a match, and it's going to. I think I could be fucking wrong now. He's going to keep it, and he's going to cheat.
I would love to see that because Jay Lethal as a heel is excellent. He's got good mic skills for that.
I don't think it's even him. I don't think it's even a heel turn. I think it's him just playing the game.
That makes sense.
What do you think, Buzzles?
Yes.
What?
On this week's Ring of Honor, from what I saw on the preview, the main event for that is a 6-man tag that's going to be between the champions and the Kingdom. So on one side, you're going to have, it's going to be Dalton Castle and Jay Lethal on one team, and then they're going to be fighting the Kingdom.
Because they all think they're actually champions.
Yes, I think that's going to be a pretty exciting main event.
And Matt Taven has a much cooler looking belt than the actual one. I said it. I know he made it, but it looks... That purple leather's dope. I don't know to have an insurgence for 80s wrestling or something all of a sudden, but I'm like, that's a mighty fine looking belt. You know? It's the same as the North American Championship on NXT.
Live.
No, the North American Championship on NXT. That red.
Oh.
I like
that beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Belt.
Yeah. The 205 Live belt's fucking awesome as well.
Oh, yeah. I love that belt.
Love it. It was all good. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Was that the next match? No. I have that. No. One moment. Matt Taven. No. It's this. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. We're not talking Final Battle. Okay. Sorry. Was the Final Battle you were on about? No. Hello? No?
Hello. Yeah. Final Battle. We haven't talked about Taven versus Castle yet.
Yeah. When's this 6-man tag you're talking about? When's the champions versus?
I'm sorry. That's next week. This coming week's of Ring of Honor. That's the main event. The build to Final Battle.
Oh, okay. You might have to repeat that. You spoke really fast there in fast forward robotic mode for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. On this week's upcoming Ring of Honor episode, the final episode before Final Battle, they're doing a 6-man tag in the main event with Cody, Dalton Castle, and Jay Lethal versus the Kingdom.
Right. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, hang on a minute. I think the stream might be... Right, I'll just hit this, see if I can boost the internet up a bit. There we go. Okay, that's all cool. So, all right. So, nobody's super excited for the Cody match, is what I'm picking up.
What match? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
This guy?
Yeah,
That guy?
that guy. This guy. This guy.
The American Nightmare? Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so next match. Whoop. Bubba Ray. Bully Ray versus Flip Gordon, an I Quit match. Or as I'm dubbing it, hashtag don't let Flip die.
Hashtag it's probably going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
This match is going to be really brutal. They already kind of teased it because if you watched this week's Ring of Honor, you saw that they built like a promo for what was going on with Flip, and I didn't get to see this. I missed it, but like I guess they kind of did like the old ECW thing where they tried to get Tommy Dreamer over with the Singapore cane. So I
did do that, yeah.
Yeah, so Bubba was out there beating Flip Gordon with the cane, and like he was all taking it like I see this as being a real brutal match.
Hey, it totally will be, yeah. And do you think I say Flip's going to win somehow?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, being that it's an I Quit match, Bubba full time, so this is a good way to write him out of the story and put Flip over.
Yeah, because remember, like Bubba a year ago retired, and then 2 months later,
I know
he literally like a year and a half ago he retired, or maybe just over a year ago he retired, and then within 2 months he was back in the ring hammering people.
That's the same thing. I'm like, he retired, and then I'm like, Bully Ray's so and so. I'm like, I thought he fucking retired. What's going on here?
Yeah,
like just lights power bomb.
Like I don't think he I actually don't think he missed a week of television.
No.
Well,
the
he's
next
getting
day.
chunky again. You know that?
Yeah, but he's at that age, I suppose. He's
a little bit of weight, a little bit. Now he's getting fat again, and I don't know why I brought that up.
I'm sure he's got to be like he's in retirement age. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, he's got a hot wife, so
yeah.
Very.
You've stayed in wrestling shape all your life, kind of, and yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think, like, fuck it. I'd probably chow down for a while. I'm sure he'll get sick of it in a year or two and get back to normal weight again.
I mean, I can't say much because I'm probably about the same as he is, so I really can't say that much.
He's 6'5".
So he's taller than me, so it makes me look fatter.
I mean, he's probably hunking more. If he's the same size as you, I mean, he's hunking more weight on a taller frame.
Yeah.